I'm not
I mean, like,
affiliated, Jess.
She's
not
gonna
the
do
kind
that
of
to
person-
herself.
I'm not the kind of person who's like, oh, look at me, I'm gonna say the N-word on this stream because it's fucking hilarious, guys.
Yeah,
No,
no.
I don't do that. I do not do that.
Well,
but
I just want to say I'm here with Kai, Denkim,
Hello.
and April, and we're trying some Minecraft. Well,
Well, I mean,
we're talking.
I
not
love
all
how
of
the
us
only
here.
we're
person
kinda-
he listed the username of was Dank.
That's actually
Thanks.
true.
he's too embarrassed. He's too embarrassed at his own heteronormativity. That see,
Look,
you can tell that my parents
And
are
your
British. I like
inability to
use-
spell.
Yeah, there's that one too. I was about to say you can tell my parents are British just because I attempt long words and then immediately fail. Like that's just kind of a badge of honor.
So, like, you're in
You
Brisbane.
can tell
Are
I'm
you
American
like
because
close
I
to the
Hmm?
CBD? Sorry, I just.
No, I'm not close to the CBD. Thank God. I am like a solid 30 minutes without traffic outside Brisbane.
Okay,
Down south.
okay.
Down south, little place called Beenleigh. But yeah, I'm just kind of vibing here until I can afford my own place, really.
You know what? I'm like on the verge. I'm looking. Ow! I'm looking to move up there. Like, I hate it down here.
Hey, sounds like something I'm about to do.
Huzzah.
What? Move
is
to
it you want?
Australia?
Cause no.
Oh.
That's a hard no.
Aw,
Oh,
what's wrong with our country? I mean,
Look,
aside
government is
from,
way better.
aside from so many things that
and
I don't want to be bothered
healthcare.
with. We have healthcare. We have better
Government-
beer. We have better pies. We have better animals. That's just a fact. I'm sorry. We have better gun laws. We have. You're much less likely to get shot just for being trans. Do you want me to continue?
Look, I know all these things, and I have genuinely considered it. But I am
80.
terrified of deadly bugs and animals.
Look,
Okay.
look.
Mate,
Look,
okay,
I know, I know.
mate,
It's not as bad as
mate,
as bad as you say. I get
mate,
it.
it's just a little
You say
fucking
that.
redback, mate. It's no big fucking deal, isn't it, mate?
Yeah.
No.
Look,
Okay.
here's the thing. One of my greatest fears is spiders, and it's like I it's from when I was younger.
Yeah, no,
You know,
that's.
people said stuff, and it's like I would die of a heart attack in Australia.
I mean, you'd probably die of something else first, but like, fair enough.
Maybe
Um,
chlamydia.
No, I would die before it even touched me. Like,
Sorry, but I had to. I had to. Just
Fucking-
it was just there.
That always makes me think of the story of the bloke who caught chlamydia from a koala, and they had to go to explain to his partner that yes, I swear to God, I actually did catch chlamydia from a koala. Why are you looking through my cell phone history? Please do not divorce me. Honestly, real talk, just don't go out into the bush and you won't get shanked by some mean-looking motherfucker with more legs than the natural amount. So,
I mean, hang on.
okay,
It's not-
unless you own any sort of pairs of shoes, in
Yeah,
which
don't
case
leave your shoes outside.
yeah, do not leave your shoes outside ever. Just don't. It's not worth it at all.
It's like I used to live in the Blue Mountains, and yeah,
Oh,
we had
no.
yeah.
Yeah, no, but
I'll just stick to like Scandinavia and like maybe Canada.
honestly, how do you think I feel? I'm living in a country with objectively the best. Is you good?
I just
Nice
fell off
fall.
of her castle and
Yeah.
I had like a heart left.
You just yeeted down. Fucking hell, April.
Yeah. You think how I feel? I'm living in a country with objectively the best beaches in the world, and I have severe thalassophobia. Like, I have not been in the ocean in like 2 years.
Oh, I am.
Lassophobia.
Well, I have other reasons why I don't like swimming, but like
Hmm.
Okay,
Well, you
what's
wanna
that
hear
phobia?
something-
I love the water. I hate.
Thalassophobia is a
But
condition
I
where you
also-
are deathly afraid of the water.
Ah,
Oh,
so you're
Uh,
like
Or
with
more
pools
accurately,
and
it's
stuff.
like super deep water. Like you can't see the
Ah,
bottom.
Yep, okay.
yeah, I'm the. I
So
got,
I'm gonna go freak out Kai for a second.
Please don't. If, I
Um,
swear to God, if you play the Subnautica soundtrack, motherfucker, I will strangle
fucking
you.
No.
Oh.
So when I was out in Western Australia, we went to see.
That's a bad.
Huh?
That's a bad.
We went out
hang
to see
on,
whale
hang on.
sharks.
Oh, wait, what? You saw whale sharks?
You saw
Yeah.
fucking whale sharks are dope.
I
Yeah,
want.
but the
Oh
thing
my
is,
god.
Yeah, I've swum with them like within like 10 meters
Are
of
you
them.
fucking for real? You bastard! You never told me this.
Sorry.
Well, you never. I'm assuming you probably didn't ask.
Like, he's a fucking lifesaver. I assumed he's like swum with certain sharks because rescue and shit. But
I mean, I saw a great white once. Well, sorry, no, well, it wasn't a great white, it was a bull shark, but like,
oh, that's
it was like,
scary.
it was out in the water, and I was like, I think that was probably the point in time where I was like, you know what, fuck the entire ocean, and just left and didn't come back.
Well, what I was
Yeah,
gonna
that's
say is
basically what happened to me.
once the whale
No,
shark
not
had swum
sharks.
away,
Oh, boy.
I decided I'm gonna see how far deep down I could go. The only thing that stopped me was the pressure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I probably went like maybe 30 meters down, I would like to say. Kind
Fucking
of high.
moron. Like, no offense, but you're a fucking idiot.
I know.
The sheer amount of things in the ocean that can just kill you.
Yes, exactly. Hence why I don't. Okay, I despise the beach because sand is the worst.
Oh
Yeah.
Sunburns
yeah.
are absolutely awful. I'm allergic to
Agreed.
sunburns,
Ugh.
by the way.
Fun.
Sex on the beach is absolutely the worst as well.
I haven't tried it yet, but
Hey,
I'd imagine it's
Parker.
pretty shit.
Yeah, it's not
And
fun.
then the only other part of the beach that's worth going there for, which is the ocean, is stinking terrifying. And I've had my legs shredded in the ocean before, so I'm good.
No, we've got beach pools, which I love going in. And
Beach pools are pretty cool, but like there's this irrational fear that I'll just look up and I'll see like a shark fucking yeet itself over the wall and like land in the pool or
Hang on.
something.
hang on a second.
That'd be like a visual from out of fucking Sharknado or something. Hilarious though.
I visited Hawaii like
Okay.
Oh, you did the same
2
thing
and
as
a
our
half
prime
years
minister.
ago.
Did the same thing as our prime minister.
What did our prime minister do?
Visited Hawaii while the country was on fire.
Oh my goodness.
Remember
yeah,
that?
no.
That was like... Oh wait, no, hang on. Ted Cruz did that, didn't he? Ted Cruz, one of your
Yeah.
blokes. He fucked off to Hawaii while his state was freezing. Our prime minister did the exact
Well,
opposite.
yeah.
While the
He didn't go to Hawaii. He went to Mexico.
Oh,
He went to Cancun.
that's arguably worse. I mean,
So-
and it's like it's funny how opposite and yet similar they are. It's like one of them leaves his fucking people to like starve to death because of no electricity and low power and freezing to death, and the other one leaves while like 65% of New South Wales is on fire.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I don't think I've told you guys this story before, but when I was doing lifeguarding, I couldn't actually get home because I was burnt off into to the beach basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I basically ended up having to stay at one of my mates' house who lived locally. He
Hmm.
didn't have a spare room, so I slept on their couch
Yeah.
in my uniform
Oh,
with
God.
sand in my pants.
Oh no.
Oh, oof.
Oh, that would not have been fun.
It
But
wasn't.
like,
And then I had to get up, the next morning and go to the same beach because I was meant to go to this other place, but
Mhm.
it's like fucking. I had to evacuate one of my best mates
Have a good day,
because
Parker.
the fire got to within maybe 10 kilometers of his place.
Yeah.
And obviously anyone within like a 50-kilometer range, they were just pulling out of houses because it was spreading so goddamn quick.
Yeah.
The winds and the dry weather, it was horrific how fast it spread. Like Leighton, you saw how close it came to Port Macquarie in the end. Like it was nuts.
Yeah.
But
wait to dox me, thanks.
hmm?
I'm kidding. I said, way to dox me, thanks.
Um,
I'm kidding.
Yeah,
It was
Ow.
a bad joke. Why did you think of it? Oh.
Jesus, yeah. We didn't.
but yeah,
I
it
got
was.
lucky
It was,
because
it
I'm in
was-
I thought of a joke
apartments.
just for the context of me saying that, and I am not going to say it.
Jeez.
That it was really bad.
Oh,
But,
look, there's a rose down here.
it was definitely an interesting experience sitting
Hey,
there with
that's
my
right,
best,
Dylan.
my best name, my best name. You've put name in my head now. My best mate is like lying there on the couch, right? He's exhausted. He's had to help his family clear out their home of everything valuable in case the fire did come through and kill it. And then I look at the TV and there's our prime minister sitting there in a fucking flower hat, waving at the camera and mugging. Like,
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this. I have despise our prime minister.
He is a spineless turd.
What
He
about
is
your
like,
Prime Minister?
like
Is it
What about
Malcolm
your Prime
Turnbull?
Minister?
no, Scott Morrison.
Morrison.
That was the one before. I'm so bad. I don't even know
Terrible.
who
Okay.
Scott Morrison is the one. Like my parents love him.
Scott Morrison is the current Australian Prime Minister, and he
Okay,
is a absolute pile of shit.
Shit. Yes.
Like, you know how you had Trump? Like that was the whole thing with you guys.
Yes.
We have ScoMo, and he's not as he's not as like clinically psychopathic, but
He's just as fucking
That's a
lazy.
perfect description of Donald J. Trump.
he is a, I would safely say, rather unintelligent Pentecostal Christian, homophobic, sexist, racist old white man who has no fucking clue what he should be doing to bring our country into the future.
Or especially about the
He's just-
alleged
he's just
sexual
focusing-
assaults in
He's just
our government.
focusing on. Sorry.
I guarantee you, any viewers we might have had are now going to be thinking, "What the fuck are they talking about?"
I literally
Like,
have
anyway,
two people, myself and another computer I have in this house. Like, no one's watching me.
Oh
I
well.
want to say this because I mean, like, I don't mind it because I like hearing about this kind of stuff. But, like, I made a joke and I think you misheard the joke, and then you got into your like big description of your government.
About how we were basically describing Trump.
I said
You base-
because I was making fun of Dank's like mispronunciation of prime, and I said, "What about your pie minister?"
Oh, that's yeah. No, I mean,
totally
the
overheard that.
man probably weighs more than I do, and that's an achievement. So, like, fucking
Fair enough.
What, Scott Morrison?
by the way-
or...
yeah, yes.
I know
so-
I weigh
so-
more than our Prime Minister.
No, you don't. I guarantee you don't. But he
Look,
Honey,
to put it
I'm
to
a
put it
big
this way,
girl.
to put it this way, it'd take 2.5 of me's to
to make up me. Yeah.
Wait,
okay, maybe 2.5, maybe 175.
Oh, hang on. How much do you weigh?
Like-
60.
yeah, I was gonna
So you
say
were
like
50
55, 60-ish.
Almost.
I have
Two. It's
no
almost
clue
two.
what
It's
any
like
of this means.
it's like 1.9. Oh yeah, because you use the dumb system.
You mean the
what's that?
system that the British invented, and then we're like, ha,
No.
deal with it, and then
Well,
started
no.
using the metric system.
Yes, because the metric system is just objectively better.
Mhm.
No, I know, but they like left us with this.
Yeah, and whose
we
fault
were
is
left to
that?
figure out what the
Because
heck
you
do
decided
on
to
our
get rid of the
own.
British.
Because you guys revolted against us in like whatever the fuck it was, 17. I don't give a shit. Like,
Then you're like,
That-
nah,
that's
we're
what I
gonna
mean.
stick
That-
with the old
Well,
way.
because well, no,
we
to be fair,
this is-
to be fair, the
this is just-
revolution was in the right mind, and then everyone forgot why we revolted.
and then you kept your slaves for another 100 or so years.
yeah,
This has just turned into let's bully America.
you can thank
I'm
Thomas
gonna-
Jefferson for that one.
The man who owned slaves and didn't free his baby mama.
Didn't he
like-
actually like
Yeah,
fuck black
also-
chicks too?
No, he raped people.
Everyone did.
No, yeah, everyone did back. That's not like
Yeah.
excusing it, but everyone did it all the time back then. It was practically
like-
just like a thing people would do. Like,
Well, I just
There's
done my
actually this
hardcore.
one
Let's
story
Oh
go.
god. Then you can't
Like-
jump on the server.
I don't know if y'all know who Marquis de Lafayette is.
I've heard of
He
him.
was-
Yeah.
He's basically the Frenchman who like contacted the French and were like, "Hey, the revolutionaries need your help," and then convinced them to help us. And then
Oh
he
yeah.
sailed to France, and then he's the one who led the ships into harbor.
I'm gonna
to win
sound.
the
I'm gonna.
war.
I'm gonna sound like
Um,
such a fucking Gen Z here. I swear to God, he's in Hamilton, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
Yeah. There we
He
go.
was like one of Hamilton's closest friends.
That's right. Yeah.
But what I was mentioning him because he was also like he was basically like Washington's like adoptive son. Like that was their relationship.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And after he went back in France, he just became obsessed with freeing slaves.
Yeah.
And he
As he
sent
do.
Washington. He sent Washington a letter like, "Please free your slaves. I'm begging you." And Washington said, "No. Why in the world would I ever do that? Go away." He basically told him to F-word off. And then...
Yeah, pretty much. Racism is hilarious, guys.
Yeah.
No, honestly, we're pretty shitty for that here too. Like I don't know if you've heard of obviously you've heard of the concept of the stolen generation, but Australia did it. Honestly, I'd almost say kind of worse in a more modern way than America did it back in the first back
Yeah.
in back when America did their major stolen generation. It was like it wasn't it wasn't such a massive effort. It was huge, but then over here in Australia, as recently as 100 years ago, we had people white people taking Aboriginal children from their communities, from their mothers and fathers, to quote unquote, civilize them and try to make them into good little white children. And of course, it didn't fucking work because
Then
it
they
never would.
raped them and tried to
Yep,
get their babies into white babies
yep,
to
and
breed
there are
them outbreed
Yep.
them.
Captain James Cook would be very ashamed.
no,
Yeah.
he'd be fucking
Fine.
proud. He would be
No,
proud.
he wouldn't. No, he wouldn't.
Captain James Kirk. Oh wait,
Cook was
Cook or Kirk? Hang on, which one are we talking about? Are we talking Star Trek or are we talking real life? Wait a minute.
real life.
Real life. Okay. Yeah.
Captain Cook was not one of his big things that made him stand out from different. Like I've studied him intensely, so I know a lot about him. So
All right. I'll trust that one.
he was one of the few explorers in the age of exploration who
Oh.
absolutely
Ugh,
hated
sorry.
disturbing native people. He would literally like whip his crew for doing anything that could negatively impact a native group.
Fair enough. I haven't heard that one before. But honestly, it's because all we get taught in Australia about Captain Cook is like in primary school. It's like which is your I don't know. You call it primary school?
Elementary.
Elementary. Why? Anyway.
I understand the Australian English school systems well enough, so
yeah. Well, it's just a shame that our own politicians don't fucking understand them because they keep ruining them. Anyway.
Yeah. Good point.
same here. I'm not
But-
gonna graduate because I can't do PE because of mental illness. I
Yeah.
get it.
That Now who have we got in here? Oh, music.
Ow.
Bot.
That's so loud.
Oh, rip.
You
The music
added
bot
the
joined.
bot? Oh, good thing I've got it muted. If not, this stream would be just gone.
Oh yeah, true. Copyright.
I've got it completely deaf.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh no, this is no, I don't think this is a.
Anyways, what were you saying about?
Anyways,
Before we get too distracted.
it's like in primary school or elementary school rather. It's like all you learn is that he discovered Australia and that he didn't technically commit mass genocide, therefore he's a great dude. And then in secondary school or high school or whatever the fuck you want to call it, it's like, yeah, he kind of did some sketch things, but not as much as other people at the time. And then after that, unless you're deliberately studying him for history, it's basically nothing else.
Yeah, very true.
I mean, most of his history has to do with random islands that nobody cares about,
Yeah.
other than the people who live there. So
Yeah, pretty much.
Obviously, that.
Well,
But
I think-
So for one, he didn't discover Australia. That was
no,
someone
of course
else.
not. It was the Dutch, a solid 20 years
Yeah.
beforehand.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
even then,
But
it wasn't them that discovered it. It was the Aboriginals who sailed here 50,000 years ago. so-
obviously. But we're not talking about the natives. We're talking about in European history. But no, Cook, he was famous for mapping out the entire eastern side of Australia and founding New Wales.
Yes.
Uh,
Which was New
so
Holland
that
at
was
first.
his thing.
Oh, am I dumb? I haven't studied Australian history in so
No, New Holland was just, I think, the name of the continent when.
Yeah, that's right. And then that's correct.
But no, he founded New Wales, and he didn't even have to do it. Like, he wasn't assigned to do it. He basically.
Just
It was
followed.
I bet.
No, what happened was he was on a task to so he took this Joseph Banks. He took this scientist named Joseph Banks to Otaheite so that he could study the transit of Venus. That was a big scientific
Yeah,
thing
that was what he
during
was
that
meant
time
to do. And then he got
And
a letter or something saying, "Oi, by the way, there's this country down there. You might want to check it out."
Well, no. So what happened was
Okay,
Before he departed-
apparently my history knowledge is extremely low on fucking.
Mhm.
I've read
Jesus.
multiple biographies on this dude.
Fair enough.
So I know these events very clearly.
I like
Um,
this. The
he-
American knows more than the Aussies.
Oh, I
Well,
couldn't
to be
give.
fair,
I couldn't give two shits.
You guys, okay, first off, you didn't let me finish my comment about Hawaii earlier, but while I was in Hawaii, I found this one like printing shop where they have all these old maps in the back, and they have
Ooh.
one dude who runs it back there, and he's just so knowledgeable about history and the history of the maps and all that. And he
Cool.
basically was like, "All right, two things: Captain Cook, awesome to learn about." And read Longitude because it's the best book ever, and I agree with both of those things. But anyways, so he's the one who kind of got me into Cook.
Cool.
But yeah, but basically what happened was the the Admiralty was like, hey, you seem well, after he'd proven himself as like an expert map cartographer and salesman, because that's or you know what I'm trying to say. But because he spent his entire life doing it, and he was a quick study under like the best cartographer in the world. But so he was assigned to lead this expedition to Oahtahiti, and they basically were like, okay, here's your instructions, and here's secondary secret instructions that you're not allowed to read until you finish your first task, and you're not allowed to tell anybody what they are.
Oh wow.
Video game
Yeah.
levels be like.
Yeah. And so he finished, helping the transit of Venus. He had to keep his idiot crew in line. He had multiple people try to leave or escape, and then he went and hunted them down and then chastised them for trying to leave. And then he opened it, and it said, hey, so there's this continent down there that people found, but we need you to prove that it exists and also map out as much of it as possible. Or not continent, but landmass. And that wasn't Australia. That was New Zealand.
Yeah.
So he goes down, and being the overachiever and absolutely brilliant dude that he is, he decides, I'm going to map literally the entire landmass's coast. So he does that, just casually, almost dying like 5 times in the process.
What this is New Zealand he's talking
and-
about?
Yes,
No,
this is New
no.
Zealand.
Oh.
This is New Zealand. He goes and he maps out all of New Zealand.
Wow.
They are attacked daily by the native Maori, and some of them are peaceful, but like most of them were cannibalistic. So they attacked him until they fired their muskets in the air, and they're like, "What the heck is that?" And they left. But the specific instructions Cook would give was, "Don't you dare shoot one of them, or I will throw you off of this ship and feed you to the sharks." Basically, because he didn't want to, disturb them, because they were native peoples, and he thought that was a very terrible thing to do, and it wasn't fair to them. But so he ends up mapping the entirety of New Zealand, and then he's like, "We need to get home. Let's just keep going around the world." And he's going around the world, and then he runs into Australia. He's like, "Great, okay, well, new thing to map at least." And he decides, let's just stick to the eastern coast of this, of this continent that we kind of knew existed, and I'm just gonna map as much of it as possible until we can break off to go straight to Britain.
How
So he does that,
How do
and
you
he sails literally through the Great Barrier Reef. He just is like navigating the maze of the reef, and he
Wow.
crashes into it like 5 times. He gets beached.
Oh,
They
wow.
completely have to beach the ship for like 2 months because they destroyed it by ramming straight into the
my
reef, because he
God.
wanted to get close. He was just so close that he mapped out the entire coastline. But so they had to moor the ship basically so they could fix it. And in that time, an Aboriginal tribe met them, and they kind of got to know each other, and they basically just like hung out kind of weirdly for like a few months, and then I don't remember if this is when they had to moor in New Zealand or Australia, but one of them, they were friends with them. I think this was New Zealand actually, but I'm still gonna say it. They were friends. They were like super friendly with them, and then they were like, "Man, we're hungry," and they went and like killed some sea turtles, and they just the Maori were just angry. They were like, "You just stole from us," and they were like, "What?" And they were like crudely trying to talk to each other, and then they just got angry, and they were like, "Good thing our ship just finished getting fixed. We need to leave," and because he didn't want to kill any of them. but yeah. So he overachieved because the Admiralty basically was like, you don't have to map this entire landmass. We just need to know it's there. We just need you to confirm it. Map as much as you want. So he maps the entirety of New Zealand, almost runs out of supplies, and then decides, I'm going to map the entire east coast of Australia, risking all of my crew's lives because we need to sail through the reef to do it. But he was such a brilliant captain that he managed to do it, and he got them out of like deadly situations like 7 times. And one of them, they were literally just being dragged by the tides into shore or into the reef, and he managed to. He could see just off in the distance this little glimmer in the water, and that basically just told him, there's a what's it called, a breeze, and then saved his entire crew. But like, dude, the dude was a genius. He is my favorite historical figure because he was brilliant. He had amazing morals relative to the rest of the Age of Exploration, explorers. Yeah.
Very nice.
But yeah, so that was the first half of his first voyage. The second half was his crew dying to dysentery, but
Yeah, that disease is not fun.
No.
see, here's the worst part of it. So scurvy, right? We all know scurvy. It's what happens when you don't eat enough or have enough vitamin C. And it happens when you're on a ship because you're deprived of fruits or anything else that gives you vitamin C. They didn't know that. So they just were like, we don't know what's causing it, but it happens, and it gets all of our crews, killed. And he, before going on this voyage, read everything he possibly could about scurvy and basically determined that it was a dietary thing. And so he was like, all right, what I think, what seems to be the solution is I'm just going to take sauerkraut with us because it doesn't spoil, really. And, it seems to have what we need. So he takes a ton of sauerkraut, and, throughout the entire voyage, he has this strict dietary regimen. If anybody breaks from it, they will get lashings, like if they don't listen to him about it. And here, I'll go sleep. So he sticks to this strict regimen, and he has them eating sauerkraut, and he solves the scurvy issue.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that I did hear about.
Yeah.
Unless I heard about it from you like a couple years ago, then
Couple
probably.
years.
Seriously, like 2019 is when I met you guys, which is
Jesus.
fucking when I was still in school.
Oh, Jesus.
But yeah,
I mean,
so he fixed scurvy.
He wasn't always perfect though.
Oh, obviously.
No one's fucking
he was
perfect.
the best of them.
And there was a bit of an altercation when he first landed in fucking, what's it called? I feel awful for not. I'm dumb. New Zealand, near the Taranginui, I believe it. Is that how you pronounce it?
Yes.
Close to present-day Gisborne. Senior man was shot and killed while leading a ceremonial challenge to the soldiers, and at least 8 more Maori were killed over the next few days. It wasn't all peaceful.
No, it was no. It was his crew. That wasn't him. His crew basically was like, what happened was I remember reading this very specifically because Cook was furious after it happened. Basically what happened was people stole, like some of the people stole from their crew, and so his crew's solution was, well, let's kill the people who stole. So they just went up and shot the dude.
Jesus.
And obviously, the Maori were absolutely furious because they just murdered their dude. But then, and Cook was also furious, so they basically decided, all right, look,
Are you sure? Are you sure they stole? Because from I'm looking at a couple of articles here.
I mean,
none of it meant all. The only thing that is mentioned by the 3 articles I have open, which came out in 2019, which was that the Maori people led a ceremonial challenge towards the newcomers, and that the crew opened fire. There was this no mention here of any thievery.
The theft one was that was Oatahiti. No. Yeah, you're right. It was a ceremony thing.
Mm. Which then
but-
the crew was like, ah yes, let me just shoot these people because they are yelling at us and waving some sticks.
Yeah,
Because we're
Cook was
dumb fucking
yeah. I do remember that one. Cook was very because they did it in Tahiti, and he was like, "What the heck, dude?" Not obviously not like that, but
Oh,
he
there
was.
you are.
He basically gave in Tahiti. He was like, "You guys can do whatever you want with my crewmate. You have that right." And they were like, they basically said, we'll just punish him how you would punish him because we understand that it was a misunderstanding." So they were cool about it. But Cook gave him the max lashings he could. He had him doing the worst jobs. But
which is fair.
In New Zealand, when they did that, he basically, I think what happened was he cut off alcohol completely from the crew.
And that was essentially a death sentence back then because everyone was a fucking alcoholic.
Yeah. He cut off alcohol completely from the crew. He had them do intense cleaning. And he lashed everyone who.
I thought they were on a ship, not camping.
No, they were.
No, but
he
you
would
said
lash them.
you said intense though.
Cleaning.
Yeah, but
Cleaning
intense.
the ship.
Yeah, he's making a shitty pun.
I'm making a shitty pun. Ignore me.
Intense. Got it. I hear it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
I was I was literally.
It's like 12 o'clock. I haven't slept in 13 hours.
I was
and that sleep was 5 hours. So I'm not on top form tonight.
But yeah,
You're not top
after
for morning, you laddies.
I'm going
after
to
literally any event, just saying it. And if you ever read more about Cook, just know after any event where a native person was injured in any way, Cook went hard on his crew. He would get legitimately furious with them. He did not like interfering with native peoples.
It's just a shame. It's just a shame that the rest of the settlers that followed after him didn't follow suit. Really.
Yeah. The best example is what got him killed in Hawaii.
Yeah, actually, this one I did read about. But please continue.
Yeah, they found Hawaii, and then they were like, all right, we need to finish what we're set out to do, and then maybe we'll stop by on the way back. So they map where it is, and he gets the coastal map, and then heads up to Alaska, Russia, to do whatever they were doing. I actually haven't read too much about his third voyage yet because I haven't had the chance, but I do know this story specifically. But they went back to Hawaii, and he was, they were checking it out. They were meeting with the native people. He was genuinely curious to see about their culture because they seemed nice enough, and he was doing his best to just get to explore the islands. Then his crew decided, let's steal the king's stuff.
Oh God.
And he suddenly he was on the island or on the ship. I don't remember which, to be honest, but he was there. I think he was on the because he had to get off the island. So he was on the island doing what he was doing, and he just suddenly is just surrounded by, angry native Hawaiians who are just about to kill him, and his crew just starts fighting all the Hawaiian people, and he's like, what the heck is happening? Why is this happening? Why are you and he's then at that point fighting for his life because he's about to be killed. And his crew continues to do so, and they're trying to fight to get off the beach. And in the altercation, he is, I believe, obviously most likely stabbed, but I think he was speared through the heart and just killed. And it was just because his crew didn't listen to him when it came to interfering with native peoples, and they stole.
February
from them.
February 14th, 1779, stabbed in the neck by an islander.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Damn necks.
But yeah, he was killed because his
Ex-
crew didn't listen to him, and his crew broke his most important rule, which was
Don't
to
fuck
not
with the
interfere with the
natives.
people they were discovering.
Just
Yeah.
don't fuck with people, and people won't fuck with you.
Well,
I
exactly.
mean,
That was
some
his,
people like that.
That was
Hey,
Only
there's
if
some
it's
people that-
consensual.
I mean, there's some people that deserve to be fucked with in a antagonistic manner.
Yeah, like
Uh,
my old next door
yeah.
neighbor, who's now gone, thankfully, and I didn't have to destroy
Wow.
their tires because they actually they don't know how to reverse park, and at one stage they hit my fucking car. So I said, if we leave before they do, I am literally popping all 4 tires. And they left before me because they only last about a year in that housing place. Or housing
yeah,
park.
where you live is very, very compact living.
Mm-hmm. That's what
Oh.
apartments are like.
I'm honestly surprised at how decent this looks. Like I've just been kind of absent-mindedly building random shit on my wall, just trying to see what looks good for decorations while we wax lyrical about Captain Cook. And
I know, my
uh,
stream must
not-
be
not-
thrilling.
not that we're complaining. I was really quite enjoying that, April. But
I'm glad. I
I'm
know
so-
a lot more about him, but I can't. I'm not gonna go into even more detail right now. I do have 2 more things from like 1 or 2 more things from that Hawaiian.
yeah, no, go for it if you want to. It's up to
They're
you.
really small. I was just to basically say it. So yeah, it wasn't his fault that he died, and he died being very disappointed in his crew. But
Isn't that a nice way to go?
yes, but there's a legend about his death because don't know if you knew this. He was the first, as far as my knowledge, because of the one he was using, he had to have been. Anyways, he was the first sailor to actually be able to track his longitude precisely, because he was the first sailor to get to use the chronometer, which John Harrison invented.
Which
That's
was
what
the
that book
new
Longitude is about. It's about that entire struggle. But he was. I've heard 2 different things. One that he was using the second version of H4, which is John Harrison's pocket chronometer, or that he used the first rendition of the version that the person who was meant to mass produce them made. One of those 2. But from Longitude, I'm trusting that because that's a more trustworthy source for this specific topic. It said he had John Harrison's second pocket chronometer. So he took that with him on his 3rd voyage, and he used it, and he absolutely loved it. He literally would not do anything without it. He would constantly calculate it because he loved, he was in love with cartography, so he loved mapping things as accurately as possible, and and knowing exactly where he was on the globe. But it was it was his favorite thing in the world, basically. And when he died, they say that the moment his heart stopped beating, because at that point the battle had died down and his crew had him.
At least he didn't
The
die alone.
moment, yeah, the moment his heart stopped beating was the same moment that chronometer stopped working, stopped ticking.
How on earth can you verify that? That's all.
You
I'm
can't-
like,
No, I know.
it's-
That's why I said it's a legend.
It's a legend, yeah.
Because nobody can verify it. The only people, his crew said this, and all of them said, yeah, that happened, we swear. But there's no way for them to obviously verify that. But so it's generally accepted that is what happened, because none of the crew refutes that. So
It's not like he broke it the day before at the exact time he dies.
yeah,
No, it would be a bit.
wait.
That'd be the weirdest, most specific foreshadowing.
Shit.
Yeah.
That just would be so fucked.
It would also be a huge problem. You'd be like, what are we gonna do now? I don't know where
Okay,
I
let's
am.
just lie.
Yeah, no, it stopped ticking the moment he died, which was, that's how in sync he was with, his maritime adventures and that clock specifically.
no, bad.
Yeah.
Run.
and then everything went downhill from there, honestly.
Oh yeah, I mean, after that, his crew was like, "What do we do now?" So they just went
let's
back
just
to England and told everyone, "Yeah, we
and
kind of
then
got our
you know
captain
they
killed."
yeah, and then they basically just created a rape button and an enslave button, and then smacked the shit out of that.
Well, that was all of the other explorers. The people who were on that ship kind of just
Kind of just
didn't
they faded into a bit
anymore.
of obscurity, didn't
No,
they? But then
Yeah,
we're
the
not
the first
sleeping.
good at what they were doing.
I'm
Everything on the ship.
beginning to see a trend here.
Yeah.
Thank
Funny
you.
thing, by the way,
Yeah.
just to mention it
You
because
should
you
have my
might
stream
find
pulled
it
up.
entertaining.
Sorry.
Captain Cook
Thank
was
you.
never actually the rank of captain in the Navy.
No, well, there you go.
He was I forget the rank below captain, but he was that for his first voyage, and then he was
Was it lieutenant?
lieutenant.
Or-
Lieutenant.
Yeah.
He was lieutenant, yeah. So he was Lieutenant Cook for his first voyage, but he was in charge of the ship, so everyone called him captain, even though he wasn't the rank of captain. And then after that first voyage, he was just directly promoted to commander.
As you do.
Yeah, because he did such a fantastic job. I mean, everyone thought they were dead by the end of that voyage,
Can you blame
because
them?
they were
Like,
gone for 2 years.
Oh,
Yeah,
And
wow.
then they showed up, and everybody was like, "You're alive!" And then they were like,
Thank you.
"Dude, okay, Commander Cook, here you go." So yeah, he was never actually the rank of captain.
he just kind of he did a speedrun strat.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say speedrun if you took a 2-year diversion.
Oh yeah, he took.
No.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't a 2-year diversion. It just took him 2 years to do the voyage. It was more like a 1.5 year diversion.
Hang on.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Why am
Thank
I
you,
shaded so
Isabella.
cringe?
Thanks. They're just like part of.
Oh
like,
god, my eyes! It hurts every time
you
it
take
renders
take
in.
them off.
Ugh.
But thank
There was
you.
also that time that the Brazilian, one of the towns in Brazil saw them, or they came into port to get supplies, and they didn't believe that they were actually or like British Navy. So they basically wouldn't let them leave the harbor, and were like threatening to imprison all the crew.
lagging.
And Cook was like, "What are you doing?" And there was that whole altercation, and then like 3 days later, they were celebrating Christmas drunk as possible
Should fucking
in the middle of the
people
ocean.
should make an anime out of Captain Cook's adventures. That shit would be like
Dude, it would be perfect.
be.
It would be rad.
it might be a bit lackluster when it comes to the action department, but I'm sure they could work something
It
out.
would not. Trust me.
Yeah, a lot
Dude,
of
especially if it was like
guys
in the
having
time,
sex.
in his time in New Zealand.
Like.
Dude, the amount of scandal that happened in Tahiti because all of his crew just fell in love with the women
No, of
in
course they
Tahiti.
But let me be fair. You've been on the open sea with only your homies for comfort for like what several
At that
months
point,
at
it
this
had been
point.
like 7 months.
Yeah, exactly. Like the first woman you see, you're gonna fucking fall in love with her because you're a basic
Oh
bitch.
yeah, but like the Tahitians also were like, these people are really special, and one of them, there's a story about one of them who got pregnant from one of the crew members, and they were like, "All right, my kid's now the ruler of Tahiti because they have the right."
Hello?
I think they were.
I'm
gods.
dying.
No, they were like, yeah. So basically, incest of Tahitian that who would be
Fucking hell.
not onward. No, I don't think that turned out for her. Yeah. The Tahitians were like, they on the crew too, because they were like, these people are very interesting to us. And at the time, they had no sense of like privacy. Like nobody owned anything in Tahiti. Like, you know, everything was basically like, if you need this, take it. There were no walls on their buildings.
Oh wow!
And just openly had, you know, did the act.
Just
openly that, and you know, it was like all crew like, what? you don't do that, right? Like, what does that mean?
Ooh, Jesus, what the fuck is happening?
I kind of get where it came for that, but my point being is, harder.
I don't know what's happening.
Oh, yeah. My point was
Wait.
the like 4 or 5 months that they were in Tahiti was no, I
Holy
think it was only
shit.
2 months actually. The
Holy
2 months they were in
fucking
Tahiti
shit.
would be like a crazy
You good?
story arc for a show.
I just
Because
got my
there was
first
the
big
there was the
achievement.
theft that led to getting shot and all that.
I
nice.
got build a community while my internet is crashing. So this is
Yeah,
fun.
I can hear that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what to do because I don't want to stop streaming.
Well, it's up to you, really. I know that's unhelpful, but like that's my job.
You know what? Fuck, we're gonna just do this.
Honestly, if you talked to me about Captain Cook probably maybe 5 years ago, a bit more, I would have been 100% able to hold a full conversation about it. But now it's like it's been so long since I've even had a look at anything to do with that sort of side of Australian history. I'm so much more focused on modern history and, well, frankly, U.S. politics and like world politics and shit. Like it's not super important to me.
Okay.
Like it's not that
Yeah,
I didn't. It's not that I didn't enjoy you explaining it because it was actually really interesting to sit here and listen to you. But like I hadn't thought about Cook in such a long time.
Yeah. That makes
It had
sense.
been ages since I'd actually learned about it as well. Because
chatting.
Nobody that I know even has heard of him. Like
really, in the U.S.
The U.S. Yeah.
Really.
Like, he only really impacted, Hawaii and Australia and New Zealand, and and basically, he was kind of important in Britain's history, obviously, but his actions didn't directly affect Britain, other than it enabled them to
have another prison
explore
colony.
further.
Yeah, more prison
Yeah.
time.
So they didn't really appreciate what he actually did, other than the maps he drew. So anybody in Britain who would know about him knows about him because of his maps.
Yeah, or because this vague knowledge of Australia.
Oh, sorry, bunny.
Yeah.
Because we actually exist. We're not just here to say shrimp.
Yeah.
Shrimp on the barbie.
No one fucking says shrimp.
No,
it's
we got
prawns.
the prawns.
They're fucking prawns.
Okay, I've decided because
anyone who calls them shrimp is a fucking yanker,
Yeah.
and they just have no idea what you're talking about. Seriously.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
so
fair.
my stream is literally now just me staring at a camera, drinking, and basically talking to you guys.
and listening to us idiots. Well, I would turn on my
That's fun.
camera, but I haven't got a webcam, so no.
I literally got
I
one
would turn
on
on my
Friday.
camera, but I'm ugly.
You're gorgeous. Don't say that.
I would turn on my camera, but my hair's dirty. There,
My hair
I
is so
changed it.
short, it's oh, holy shit, you have a beard.
This is me.
Yeah, he does.
Holy shit, you don't look like such a baby anymore. You actually
You can't
look
have brought
more
this
your
one upon yourself.
age.
What? I'm 19. What do you mean?
Yeah,
Hey, Dan,
before you
remember
look
that
like a
time that I
12-year-old.
Remember that time I was
She's not
sitting in a
wrong.
chat with you and scrolling through my photos, and then I found a picture of you in my photos. I was like, how the heck did this get here?
But still, I literally got the achievement tonight.
I was so confused. I was like, you're even here when I find this. How is this here?
I'm so excited.
Why do I have this?
I built a community. I can now turn on VIPs. And literally, I'm so close. I just need permanent 3 viewers. This is so fucking cool.
Hey, have you ever heard of alt accounts?
Yeah, I don't have that.
It's not that hard to set up, really. You just need 4 incognito tabs running at the same time. It still looks so fucking flat and depressing. I hate terraforming.
Wait.
Are you talking? Are you talking so flat and depressing? Are you talking about some?
Huh? No, I'm talking about my attempts at terraforming a mountain that I accidentally cut in half.
Oh god.
I'm making a joke. Come on.
I know, Leighton, but
the
it wasn't
US
a very
flag.
good joke.
in all its glory.
Yeah.
Who
How many
doesn't love
stars are
Spirit?
on it? Like 50?
50.
There's 50,
Because there's 56.
50.
some.
I always
Yeah, this
think
is
there's more.
basically. Oh, my camera's not long enough, but like I got like world map
Yeah.
evolution and.
Like, I would turn on my camera, but again, I literally don't
Don't
have
have a
one.
camera.
How
What, you don't
Yeah.
have a mobile phone?
how's this? Can you see how my bed's right up against the wardrobe?
Well,
This is the closest I can go. This is the closest.
I've literally changed my location. I'm out in the lounge room.
Where's Kai gone?
Huh?
Where's Kai
That's a
gone?
good question.
Oh, he might be going to his phone, like I
Oh,
said. Oh no, I dropped down to 2 viewers. Oh,
I had
hang on.
something.
I should have reached my thing. Hi,
Welcome
Hyper, and Kai. My
Oh,
friend
is Hyper
Hyper says I
watching?
do
Yeah.
not recommend terraforming mountains.
It's not the easiest thing on the planet to do. I'm not gonna lie. Let me grab my Bluetooth earbud so I can actually hear you motherfuckers. Hang on. I'm sorry my audio's gone down, but I'm on my phone now.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Thank you for making me laugh, Hyper.
So I
Mhm.
should be actually somewhat able to hear you now.
See, this is literally like my stream. Hyper comes along, just puts me in the background and fucking helps me out. He's a boss. This is what I shouted out
Yeah.
in our dwarvian chat.
Wait, what? Hold on. I need to look at this.
Yes, the under chin.
Oh,
Yes,
I hate the
it's
under chin
me.
looks.
It's so
Ooh,
annoying
you're
to-
actually not
to
bad
be honest.
looking. You're kind of cute.
to be like that.
There's a
Yeah,
flag.
I have a I have a Lego gun. I can just like I can do the American cosplay. Look at this. Funny.
I have an airsoft.
Hey, let me move my
here.
Discord onto my active screen so I
I
can actually
thought this
stare
was
at the camera.
Hyperstream and I appeared to be in the wrong place. Sorry, Rain. You're in the wrong place.
Yeah,
Rain?
yeah, this is not the right place for
Yeah,
quality
Rain and
content.
Tree Viz.
Hey, hang on, look at this.
Oh jeez, what do you no. Hang on.
Oh no. Oh god.
Wait,
Your hat.
Wait, do I have anything that even remotely comes close to being as just the raw sexual energy of that hat? Let me think.
It's like I'm
Oh,
sitting here with
I
my
don't
webcam
think I
cam on
do.
stream, but not here. It's like, god damn it.
That feels a bit rude, doesn't it? No.
Well, you're more than welcome to jump onto my stream to actually see.
You
what
haven't
I'm doing.
provided a link. Like I would, but you haven't provided a link.
Yeah, it's in general.
Amazing.
If you
physique.
scroll up a little
I'm
bit.
very dumb. Oh yeah, you're totally right. Like it's like right there. I'm
Yeah.
intelligent. I'm intelligent. I promise. Thank you.
I missed that.
Oh, there
What
you
was
are.
that?
Me being unintelligent.
You know, now that I've like had a chance to like see you, you know, like, actually moving around, not just still pictures of you, you remind me a lot like of a friend that I have.
I would be
Right.
way cuter if I knew
Previously
how to
had.
do makeup.
You're fine. You're fine.
Oh, Richard's gonna have fun editing this tomorrow. It goes from Minecraft to just full screen face. Which, technically, he wanted to do a thumbnail.
Is a thumbnail.
Yeah, let's do some like Inception style shit. Hang on, yeah, I can. Right. That's not. Let's turn the camera around. There you go. Voila.
Oh, Inception. Except I'm not actually
I know,
recording
I
my
am.
screen. I could, but I'm not gonna expose you all.
Damn, that's a shame, isn't it?
Hang on,
The
hang
wonderful
on.
people of Twitch
Hang on,
will
Kai,
never know what I
do that
like.
again. Kai, do that again.
Oh no, you're gonna
Do what
incept.
exactly?
My cord's
Your cord's not long enough.
my cord's not long enough. I've got everything tied up the back and I can't pull it out, and I'm worried about damaging my own cord.
Hang on.
There's my computer.
Hang on, I can be like
There's my
looking at
forehead.
myself
Nice
in
eyebrows.
myself.
Nice
Like,
eyebrows. Oh, that's not a good thing to do.
And my hair is flat right now.
Just me being fucking weird. This is gonna be so fun for him to edit tomorrow.
Honestly,
This is gonna be good.
there's no such thing as weird. There's just differently normal, and then we have Leighton.
Yeah.
No, come on.
I mean, I'm the one who's sitting here at like what is it? Yeah, like 12:30 at night in a fucking polo shirt. So
I'm literally in a tank top. That's gotta.
like, that
It's
tank top is
ruined.
like kind of sensible though. Like,
Thank goodness it's cooled down from what it was.
I'm
last
actually
night.
sweating. That's why I've taken my jumper off. This is why I'm not sitting here freezing my ass off because I have my pajama pants on that are like nice and woolly. Hang on, let's see if I am flexible enough. Like Deadpool pants and a tank top. Oh,
absolutely pimping.
like
I would
Looking
talk
at
about
it.
temperatures, but
you're in
Oh,
Fahrenheit.
here we go.
I
What?
barely
Okay.
understand Celsius. And the only
It's-
bit that I do is thanks to science. So
Celsius is literally just okay. So water freezes at a certain point. Let's make
I
that
understand.
0. Water
I
boils at a
understand
certain
like
point.
what it
Let's make
comes
that
from,
100.
but I don't know
God.
what any of the in between means.
Yeah.
It's
And now
just,
I've got
what,
garlic
how do-
bread.
What?
Like I have a good gauge as to
Garlic
like
bread's
what's what, but like I don't have like the gauge as to okay, when am I gonna die from this heat?
Hmm.
Like what's that point in
So
Celsius range?
essentially,
I know that's about like
just
110 in Fahrenheit.
what? Oh, 110 Fahrenheit. That's like
Trust me,
In the
you'll also
30s,
die.
like
You'll also die at
close to
110
40s.
Celsius. You will also die at 110
You will
Celsius. Don't worry.
I mean, your blood would be evaporating at that point.
Exactly. Exactly.
Not evaporating,
I can't
boiling.
spell.
Sorry. Wrong word.
Okay, so yeah, 110 Fahrenheit is about 43 degrees Celsius. So that's like
Mm-hmm.
an average summer day in the Northern Territory.
Oh,
That makes sense.
I nearly
average.
moved there. It was horrible.
Like, don't do that.
What's
Do
an
not do that.
average summer day here is like 35 or something, isn't it?
So like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. We've actually been really lucky this summer. We haven't had much over 30. But
Yeah.
a lot of the time, Brisbane will see 35 to high 30s, maybe even 40. And like the hottest temperature, what is the hottest temperature ever recorded in Australia? Hang on.
It's
I'm not sure.
well, average of 45 out in the desert. So I think the hottest day
Yeah.
was 51 degrees Celsius.
Yeah. Okay. So, oh, hang on. Hang on. Wait a minute. Wait. Hang on. Wait. Please be precise.
Oh, that was so cool. I didn't realize. Thank you, Isabella, and thank you, Kai, for following me. Much love.
Okay. So, as it turns out, the hottest day ever recorded in Australia was actually in 1909.
Oh wow.
And that day was 125 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 51 degrees Celsius.
Hey, I was right. I knew
Dang.
something.
That's like you're going to burn in 10 minutes if you don't have sunscreen on, kind of hot.
Yeah,
That's
it is.
gross.
I
That
burn
is awful.
anyway. If I go into
And
the
here I
sun,
am,
I
living
just
near
burn.
Death Valley.
Oh yeah, you're in Death Valley. Yeah, that's fucking hot over there as well.
It's like I'm like
But at least
this
Death
light is
Valley's the
doing
hottest
no
place on
justice to
Earth.
my skin.
Yeah, it's hot.
I'm pretty sure in Death Valley you don't have crocodiles at the same time though.
No, but still.
Like, just stuff.
You will die
Okay.
from the heat. You don't need the
I will
extra
say the
heat.
hottest ever.
Also,
Instead of getting Death
rattlesnakes love it there.
The hottest.
Really? Well,
the hottest-
Death Valley. Makes sense.
From what I know, they do.
Do you want to know
That's-
the hottest ever temperature recorded?
I
It
feel like
was.
it's gonna make me physically recoil, but go for it.
Yeah. Okay. So it was actually in Japan on 9th of August 1945. It was 10 million degrees.
Oh,
Oh,
when
hardy
the
har.
bombs dropped.
That was really
Bizarre
bad. I'm
Warcraft.
sorry. I feel bad now.
I have a gorgeous boy sitting on me. Reluctantly, I dragged him
That's
out
a
of
cute,
his
yeah.
sleeping
I
spot.
clearly need to get back to the stream.
Oh yeah, my internet went down the shitter. So as soon as I started streaming, so I stopped watching. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I'll put you on like 144p or something.
Bruh.
You so don't want to be here, do you, Bear? Mwah. Do you? No.
Oh, so by the way, I was showing the American flag on my wall earlier. You want to hear how stupid Americans were even when they were designing the flag?
You still are, but continue.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying it goes back to then. That's the point I'm making. So originally the stars were in a circle of 13 stars, and there were 13 stripes.
Oh yeah, I think I've seen that original design actually.
So what they did when they added more states was they didn't add more stars. They were like, all right, we're going to keep the stars. Those are to represent the original 13 colonies. We're going to add new stripes. So for like the first 5 states, the flag just kept getting longer and longer. Like vertically. And they were like, this isn't going to work because we keep adding states and it's just gonna be super tall, and they did it for a bit longer, so they ended up with like 20 stripes on the flag, and it just looked so stupid because it was like twice the length now, and they were like, we need to stop doing this, so let's just we'll do the stars instead, and then the stripes can represent the 13 colonies. It took them like 50 years to think of that.
Oh
so.
wow. So I just remember
probably
the
not 50
flag
years,
looking
but it
so
took them way
weird.
longer than it should have.
Oh, I kiss my handsome boy. Yeah.
It was Americans are not the smartest.
No. I can say this because I literally am. I'm patting a pussy. Oh, thank him's bringing back pussy.
The only pussy he's ever gonna get.
Rude.
But accurate.
Well, he does have a girlfriend, so we. Who knows?
I heard him meowing, and he's not allowed around the house at night, so he's just going to chill in the room with me. But he won't sit on me. He doesn't do that. What your cat does.
Look, can you see yourself? Look, yeah. You're on video. You're gonna be famous. You're gonna make Mummy famous, aren't you? Yeah. Is that a tase?
It's not a taser.
Oh, okay, he wants to go. We say goodbye. He says bye-bye. There you go. I know. There you go, Bear.
This
Shit.
is a plasma later.
And Bear nearly ripped my top off. Good thing he didn't. Because I'm literally not wearing a bra
that
under
would have
this.
gotten you banned.
Yeah.
Your videos just died.
Has it?
Oh, pug.
Oh, it Kai's. I'm like, oh, mine? Oh, shit.
No. My video dying is no loss whatsoever.
Yeah, because you're shit internet.
Probably.
I think he's saying how unattractive he is.
Or he's just
You'd be
like, no, I'm
correct.
too... I can't compare to the ugliness of the streamer.
No, you were definitely correct. I was saying I was ugly.
Oh,
But
you're
done.
not.
Bravo, you get a gold star.
Man, it's
Would not have sex
7:30
with
in
you.
the morning.
Is what now? Oh yeah, fucking I was about to say, what the fuck are you? And I remembered, hang on a minute, you're across the goddamn ocean.
Ugh.
God, I'm an idiot.
That was
impressive. That was impressively stupid, even for me. Like, god damn. Like, seriously, that was a bit, oh boy.
You what now?
You what, mate?
You what, bro? You what, bro?
You what?
Alright, mate,
What,
I'll fucking shank you, mate. I'll shank your mum, mate. I'll fucking fight you.
Quieter.
Did you just say, I'll shank your mum, mate?
Yes, I did.
It's I'll shag your mum, mate, then I'll shank you.
No, because you see, us bisexuals, We
So
have
I
it
sha-
above the rest of.
I shag your mum,
sexual.
then I
Boy
shank her, then I
sexual.
shag you, then I shank you.
No.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say
yeah.
I'll shank you, and then I'll shank her again in another place. And
No,
then...
No. Because what you do is just to keep them on their toes, you shank the mum, then you shag the dad. Big fucking brain.
Oh god, this is turning into.
I was gonna make a joke, but I couldn't remember the name fast enough.
I'm like sweating. I don't because I'm drinking. Like I've literally finished my drink of. I have no idea how much he put in of vodka, but yeah, I finished that. And I'm like sweating like mad, and I hate it, but I love it. But
it's just your body showing that you're hydrated. I mean, it's probably not that. I'm uneducated, but I don't really care. It sounds somewhat legit. Cactus juice. That's what we got.
Yes, liquid gold. Actually, I wish I had the. It's just a Smirnoff. I wish I had the one that has actual gold in it.
One of my favorite things about my D&D multiverse that I have is that everyone in it is obsessed with watermelon juice.
Watermelon. What?
That's nice.
Yeah, it's like that's like the drink. It's like everyone is absolutely obsessed with it.
Yeah,
for some
Midori.
reason.
Midori and lemonade.
It's like gargles now for.
No, I'm just saying, like basic watermelon juice.
Yeah.
Alcoholic
In our
watermelon juice.
D&D thing, we've got one particular member that will constantly try and like rip gargles off like Kai's told him many times he physically can't take off gargles, but he still tries. And
Yeah,
you-
it's well, okay. So the funniest thing is he failed the perception check to make sure that the gargoyle wasn't just like the part of the same slab of stone as the roof. So he essentially was trying to pull something off of the roof that he was standing on that was actually part of the roof that he was standing on. I arbitrarily set the strength DC to be 32. He rolled an 18, so I was like, yeah, nah, that's not fucking happening, mate. And then the funniest thing is he didn't do it that session, but in the next session he spent so goddamn long on a roof picking out the supports to throw at his fellow like group members. He managed to collapse the roof entirely. And that roof was the store that we're meant to be getting supplies from. And I'm
my
sitting there like, I'm
God.
so fucking glad you guys have a bard, because otherwise I would kill you by accident. Like, you're just that stupid.
Oh my
Like,
God.
yeah, and basically the only reason how we were originally going to go and try and get like health potions because we had none. We used them all up in our old fight, so we ended up getting our bard, and then me being a rogue, the bard distracted, and I basically was just like, yoink, all your stuff is mine, and there's nothing you can do about it.
he got really lucky because the storekeeper had stopped being distracted by our bard because he had a relatively high perception, and he was already pissed off, so like he didn't give a shit about her bagpipes. And he was turning back. He actually walked into the store, and this motherfucker managed to roll high enough on stealth that even a deliberate perception check from me was not enough to contest it and meet it.
Oh,
Like,
wow.
he has a plus 10 to his stealth rolls. Like, I'm not kidding when I have literally had to have. I'm on 12 a.m. brain. Jesus Christ, I need to slow down. I have had to rebalance the entire campaign just to deal with this sneaky motherfucker. Like,
You've seen
Try running a level 15 as your
Yubby.
start level.
oh god.
I did
No.
that. And that was my first full campaign that I played through, as a DM that I DM'd. Was level 15. It was meant to be like a short thing, and then it ended up lasting like 5 months. And
Well, actually, that happened with us because it was meant to be a one shot for Leighton and Kira, who is a friend of mine. Just to teach him how to play the game, and then other people said, "Hey, yeah, I'd love to join." And I'm like, "Well, guess I know what I'm doing for the next
Campaign.
2 months." Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just gonna kill a spider. Give me a second. Oh, come here, little shit. Come here. Fucking get out of my slippers. Alright, he's dead. Fucking
I don't know that you noticed, but the sound that made through your microphone was absolutely
That was
music. It was just like a thick.
No, it's because I
I'm
slammed.
back.
It's because I was trying to crush
Hold on,
him against
hold
the
on.
wall.
This is the perfect
Let me-
this is the
let me tell
perfect
you-
sound. Hang on.
Let me tell you a perfect example of what you just did. Korg from Thor Ragnarok. When he goes, I put off Ghost, and he just kicks the wall.
Well, I was trying to crush the spider against the wall because,
Oh god.
and then the little motherfucker went down and sat in my pink fluffy slippers. So I had to
Oh.
just stomp on him.
No,
Oh.
no, no! You just chuck the fucking pink slip.
So
Just throw it out the window.
So in memes, this is what I'm gonna post. This is exactly what the sound was like when you hit it. Okay?
In memes. Do I even want to?
Boom! Yeah. That's great.
I
It's
just
because I was banging on the wall behind the microphone.
I know we
Yeah.
couldn't Skype tonight,
the
but
cat's just staring me
That's
down like he
alright.
wants some of a poor after Steve.
good night, girl. I'll see you tomorrow.
Fuck, cat time. He's not gonna stay on. Oh no! As soon as I move, he moves
Aw.
to.
He's so
see him
cute.
just.
Yeah. Come on.
Hold on.
Chloe, up. Hi, honey bunny. Nope. Apparently she's like, nah, peace. Aw. Cute kitty.
But yeah, well, my point of bringing up my campaign was I empathize with you
Yeah,
because
I'm gonna
I
put him to
had
bed. Be right back.
one person who, in their build, somewhat deliberately, somewhat accidentally made a character that had like a plus 15 to perception, and their passive perception was so high that it was basically like I should just, their
Give up
character
on
could
stealth
basically
rolls.
just. Well, no. Their character could basically just
Bye,
see
kitty.
everything.
That's
Like if they were just if they
concerning.
walked into a room, it was like I know everything in here. And it's like
You can see. You can
okay.
see.
Well, it's
So I
like-
basically made a rule where it was like if it's like a puzzle, for example, because I like doing puzzles. I made a rule where it's like if you need to find something to do the puzzle, you need to actively look for it. You can't just. I mean, you will find it most likely, but like you need to tell me I'm looking for this or like something on the wall.
It was, I'll be honest, I've just been really enjoying myself with some newer players because I've been able to like bend some rules so I don't have to worry about the more complicated and convoluted ones, as it were.
I have
Um,
never played D&D.
Well, there you go. But I've managed to just have fun with it, and also the party of 4 of a barbarian, a bard, a rogue, and a ranger who is also a kobold, which is unfortunate.
What's a kobold?
Yes, very small lizard boy.
Ah,
Or girl,
Yes.
girl in
Lizard
this case. But
person.
anywho,
no.
they managed to take out. I actually had to nerf the encounter slightly, but they managed to take out 15 orcs between them. It took them about an hour, and one of them got one shot by an orc captain who crit. Like the bard cast hideous laughter, or whatever the
The
fuck.
bards always get killed first.
Well,
He
yeah.
nearly spit
Okay,
your
so real talk.
Our
The
bard
bar-
right now in our current party is like because I'm a player right now in another campaign.
Yeah.
He's literally he's the bard who's like I'm gonna walk to the front and insult the person that is very clearly able to kill me.
Well,
And
so
just
they
make one tap, and
essentially
you're like you are the healer. Stop going
Yeah.
into the front line.
they have access to using spells like shatter and fear, and sleep and healing word and all that shit. And instead they just kept spamming hideous laughter. And so they kept one orc stun locked for 90% of the combat
What
with
the heck?
only that spell, and then as soon as he manages to succeed on his wisdom save, he one-shot crit her.
Oh my goodness.
Smacked her ass on the ground with 44 damage, instantly annihilating her.
Wow.
Like, just
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah, well, and while that whole thing was, we had a barbarian who was just ruining a whole bunch of things.
Oh
We had
yeah,
a
our barbarian fucking flattened like half of them.
Hyper
Like,
says barbs
we
are
had-
not known
we had
for
a
their
kob- we had-
intelligence.
We had
That
a
is true,
kobold.
Hyper.
we had the kobold that kept on throwing the net on the same 3 guys.
Oh my God.
It kept working as well. It was hilarious.
And then you just had me in the middle of a field with my longbow just picking people off, just like finishing the barbarian would go and like knock a couple, do a whole bunch of damage to them, and I just finish the dude off. Like I went in there fully expecting not to work, but we managed to like.
Well, I still think I could have handled the barbarian's character introduction better, but I did what I wanted to do, which was
Wisdom, Hyper says.
with
Oh,
the
yeah,
barbarian,
great.
with the barbarian
He's cool.
character intro. I like the barbarian didn't get introed until like just before combat started. Like after the intro, I said roll initiative. But what I did was I talked about it with the player beforehand, and essentially I added one extra orc to serve as like cannon fodder for the scene that I wanted to present. And so essentially she entered combat with her raging and slicing an orc clean in half
Oh wow.
from the other side of the orc encampment. Like that was all they heard was the shriek of rage, and then they look up and they see this orc just get cleaved in half. I deliberately gave her like a free crit and like made sure she rolled max damage just because I wanted to make it fun and like it's a fun little introduction. So I deliberately added an extra orc.
Okay, so what I picture it is, you see that door, like, what I pictured is all I saw was just the axe, just like, we see this orc, and all we see is these 2 arms and this massive axe, just like, chopping clean down the middle like that.
I mean, if you replace the axe with a sword that's about as long as you are tall, go for it. But she doesn't use an axe; she uses a sword.
Oh, she uses a sword, okay, I was thinking with an axe, sorry.
Swords are actually often better for Dark ASMR in terms of just poke, you know?
Yeah.
Gotta keep hydrated. Don't forget to drink water, guys.
We did a one shot last May for our like main DM's birthday.
Yeah.
And I made it. It's my favorite character ever. Her name's
I'm staying hydrated, don't worry.
Here with milk.
She's like, okay. Here's the big thing about her. She is like, okay. I should explain like, for each world in this multiverse, it's called the Fishbowl multiverse. There's either a Dudomantic and a Chronomantic god, or there is one god that has both abilities.
Right. Yeah.
She's the Dudomantic god for her world, and she was basically like it's basically like multiple people get the abilities, but only one of them will really end up keeping them and becoming that god. And this was like when she kind of was, coming into them.
Yeah.
And was sent by the god of this world to his world and was like, hey, I need you to deal with something. And, later finds out that dude's also the antagonist, but then she, is the person who stops him from being the antagonist. It's a really weird, confusing story plot.
Dankim's getting naked.
This character, basically... she wears like a half mask, like one mask, like a mask that covers the left side of her face because there's a big scar running down it, and she's an artificer, so she has this nice sniper rifle and a little drone who's just like super upbeat, super nice, but she hates people, and she's like this like super this super just like
You're
emo
disappointing, Dank.
anti-social person.
What?
And but like she's also super kick butt.
Literally just came back from pissing. What?
So they were all,
Okay, so he was
I'm
pissing
talking
instead of
about-
being naked. Okay.
I'm talking about a character I made for a one shot that I hopefully will get to play again. But basically they all were like all of these other characters in this one shot. This was like a 15-person one shot by the way.
Oh bloody hell! Oh no!
Yeah. But all these other characters were like sitting in a meeting room with like the dude who was like heading the expedition.
Yeah.
Like being like, hey, just all of you one at a time, come up, giving introductions, and I'll brief you. And they do that, and then he says, Where's Afra? Like she's supposed to be, and then bam, the door just gets knocked down, and my character just like walks through with heavy, like boots, metal clanking. You can hear like the Darth Vader breathe through her mouth.
So hang on.
And then because she's a Dudomantic god, she can alter reality. Sorry, I just want to finish the thought. she can alter reality. Well, like to make it balanced, she can only do it slightly. Balance for this campaign at least. She can only do one shot. She can only do it like a little bit once per day. But like she had this, so she could just alter reality in any way once per day.
Thank you, 41st.
And so like everybody blinks, and then the door's just back on its hinges, and she's just like walking, and she just sits down, puts her legs up on the table, crosses her legs, and then like, and then her drone's like, you know, Opera, that was really rude. You didn't have to do that. Whatever.
So when you were saying that, that's exactly what I pictured.
That's okay. Fair enough.
Hey, Asian. Have a good day at school, 41st. Like, I just got raided by 41st Games from the Base Trade sub-server. Like, their server
Hi
on
there.
Discord. And it's like, oh my god, I'm like
Hope
so
you like
fucking
peanut
freaking
butter.
out. I'm so excited. We're just talking D&D, and I have no idea what they're talking about because I've never played D&D because no one's ever invited me to play D&D.
Hey, hang on, hold on. How would you like to join us?
Oh, God.
D&D?
But you're
There you go.
already in the middle of a campaign.
No, we're literally like one proper session in. The first session doesn't count because it was technically just me teaching them how to play the game. Like, if you wanted to join, you could feel free. It would cause a couple of issues, but nothing that wouldn't be fixable.
Yeah, but
Like,
what
I
day
feel
do
like
you...
our current next session
Hey,
is
party of 5 is perfect. So
I already have a 5th person lined up. I can do a party of 6. That's not a problem. It's just a question of it might be more difficult to make sure everyone can get together, and also
forewarning, combat is boring with 6 people.
yeah, that's what I was about to say. Is we're already taking quite a while to get through combat because they're stuck in this inconvenient limbo where they're not good enough at the game and they don't know enough about the game that I can't throw like 1 or 2 interesting things at them. I have to just throw a bunch of cannon fodder.
And don't be
and that's
scared
not
to
me.
play,
Yeah.
Angel.
That's not
like,
that's not me being. That's not me being mean, Leighton. That's just me literally saying, if I threw a mind flare at your group right now, you get fucking destroyed. Like,
Don't throw a mind flare. No.
This is
Don't do
Chloe.
that. Mind flare is
Sorry.
like final boss of the arc, not.
yeah, no, yeah. Oh, actually,
Yeah,
okay. I'm gonna DM you my character sheet for the BBEG I'm working with currently. And I want you to tell me if you think it's a bit busted.
So,
Bear in mind that they will have leveled up to
Okay.
meet the standard.
it's
You
like,
know,
I
they will
can
have
play
leveled up.
basically any day except Saturday,
No,
Sundays.
I just wanted to know your opinions. That's all.
I'm just saying, like, when it comes to balancing from a DM's perspective, I'm not great at it. As a player, I could probably tell you though.
Well,
I have a cat butt. Yes, I know. Hello,
There's
Asian.
also-
Don't call me rude. Bye, cat butt.
Oh, final comment about Afra, by the way, just to give you the idea of what kind of character she is. So, like, even further, is this
for Mind Flayer.
because of how many people were in this one shot, it was divided into, I think, 4 groups in total by the end of it. So like 3, and they all like had common backstories, and they all did a session 0. Each group did a session 0 together, just like set it up. I was alone in my group.
Oh,
I was the only person in my group.
That's lots of fun.
So I did my session 0 solo, which was awesome. And what I did one of the things I did in my session 0 was I killed a T-Rex without it touching me once.
Nice.
And
it's just like water's nasty.
So it was that, that's the kind of character she is, because like T-Rexes are extinct in her world, so she's like,
Hang on.
I need to study this, and she and she just killed it without getting touched by it once because
Hell
she can
yeah.
shoot from like 200 feet
Hey,
away.
Fox.
So yeah, like if you just wanted to look at the build, you can see that I've
Okay. Hey, Divinus. It is not sparkling water. It is literally lemonade mixed with vodka. And thanks, Fox. Yes. This is my little girl. She is God, I got her in August, and she's a stray from McDonald's, aka Macca's. Yeah, you just came home with us one night, didn't you? Her name's Chloe. Bear was on stream earlier, and Aria doesn't stream. She doesn't like the streams. And sparkling water's nasty. Nasty, nasty, nasty. Totally nasty. What day in August? Hi, honey. 26th of August. Picked her up after my roommate. We went out to get Macca's that night for dinner, and instead of getting Macca's, we got a cat, and then had pizza delivered to us. Didn't we? Yeah. Okay, I will come back to see if they're, not talking so much random shit.
Her character's backstory is essentially that
Oh, you're still talking.
Hmm?
Oh damn.
Uh,
Ah, thanks, Dank. I'm like so fucking confused.
I know. I'm kind of confused as well.
Okay, they're two dungeon masters. That's what they're called. DMs, dungeon masters.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, they're just two dungeon masters. And 15th. So you are, what the fuck month is August?
Hmm?
I don't know. But yeah, 5th. Well, not too long until your birthday.
August
Fox.
is in just after July, I think.
No, I meant star sign, honey.
Oh, I have no idea. I don't
Yeah, I
even
know.
know what star sign I am.
Yeah. I'm a red-blooded Scorpio. That's all you need to know.
If your chat wants to know, my birthday's on the 20th of June. You guys can figure it out.
Yeah. Okay, have a good day at school, Angel. Much love to you, and hopefully the devs are able to fix the fucking Among Us thing so we can play together. Cheers to getting drunk in the daytime, because America is daytime now. I'm Australian! But it's like you just went, yeet! Thank you for that. I'm like, I've just wanted to just chill and talk to you for a bit because I got no idea what's happening with D&D. Like, I get it's a good topic and stuff.
I definitely like as soon as like I brought it up, saying like, "Oh, this is my DM," like I knew like, "Oh, these guys are gonna go on," because they're both basically the same person. Like,
Fox,
like,
go to sleep.
nah.
It's like 1 a.m. and they got Australia, my best friendo. But no, go to bed. It's 1 a.m. for me because I don't. This is hopefully my job one day. But I'm
I
doing
was
this 'cause
talking,
it's
by the way.
oh really? You weren't? You were talking. I could not hear
ew,
you.
ew,
Oh, I
ew,
figured.
ew, 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 ew. I have sweaty underboobs. I'm like,
That's
oh.
I was basically saying that I'm technically the big bad of the current campaign I'm playing.
Vincent.
Because there's two different parties, and one of them's my party, and there's another group. And because this world is run by multiple countries, run by Titanic dragons.
Queensland. That
And
is where
my-
Kai's from.
And the white Titanic dragon, which is the one that
Where
my
he lives.
character lives under, like needs like
Yeah.
an intellectual like right hand because white dragons are very stupid. And so my character's goal was basically, I'm gonna become, and it's called the Crown of Ice because you basically just become the monarch of the country. And her goal was basically, I'm gonna become, I'm gonna get the Crown of Ice.
Angel followed me.
And we did it like in half the sessions that my character or that my DM expected it to happen. So now we're trying to go get the stuff that dragon needs to conquer the world, and
nice.
after learning new information from the dragon about
hang on.
all of the
AMS up. ASM. I assume. Hang on. No idea if that was good or not, or if my mic even picked that up. But now I'm like getting kind of tipsy. Excuse me, burp. Like literally, that's my second drink of the night. I don't know how much was in my first, but I put about that much vodka into this drink, so it's gonna be fun. And I shouldn't be drinking because I'm actually on antibiotics because I have an infection. So fun.
Try
I
to
can imagine. Yeah, that'd be fun. I haven't actually done player versus player combat yet. I'm looking
Okay, you're
forward to it.
still
when it
talking
eventually
about
happens.
this.
The
Yes.
other thing is,
We can
okay,
stop if you
I mean,
want.
my last thought with this is the other thing is I'm also just gonna be going
Silence.
around helping the white, at least at first, helping.
There we are.
I love that. It's like, I don't know what the fuck is happening. I'm too. Oh, yeah. How? Fox is too young for vodka.
I want to get drunk, but like I
Yeah.
hate. I can't take it down. Like I do. I probably could get drunk now.
I'm like getting to the point where I'm getting like tipsy, kinda. But I'm also on antibiotics, so you know. And I literally had my flu jab like 2 days ago. Hence
Oh,
the
I need to
bruise.
get my jab. I need to get my jabs as well.
And I got told I can't have basically the COVID vaccine because of it clots blood. And my blood
Yeah.
is not good for my blood is bad.
Yeah, my brother. You know what do you know what hemophilia is?
Mhm. Your brother's a
My brother.
hemophiliac.
Yes.
Holy fuck, Rosie Fox! Go to bed. You're so young, baby girl. Go to bed. Or boy, you could be either. You could be a trans. I am sorry for assuming your identity. I am very sorry. I didn't mean to. But you should be asleep. Even if you're in Queensland, you should be asleep. Sorry, I rant.
Don't do a Kai. Kai's not a good example.
Yeah, Kai's not a
He
good example. Does he
he
have
he,
uni?
yeah, he's got uni. Not tomorrow though.
Oh,
I
at
don't
least
think. I
that's
think he's got
something.
Yeah. Wait, what's today?
Today is now officially Thursday.
All right, sweet. So,
Oh yeah, because you're
yeah.
under 21, aren't you, Asian? Oh, sorry, Fox. Fox is a boy. See, this is what happens when I assume. I need to stop doing that. I need to learn to use they and them until I know their identity.
Yeah.
Base Traits channel has actually taught me a lot about using proper pronouns. Like, I've always tried with pronouns, but I fail quite drastically.
I just don't refer to anyone like, oh, I think they are.
Yeah.
Like they are like, so, for example, say if I didn't know that you were joining us, and I didn't know, and I knew you were joining, I said, oh, I've got a friend. They are coming on pretty soon, so
I'm getting
that's
dizzy.
yeah.
Oh fuck, yeah, this is gonna be so bad because you're gonna like actually probably see the weirdest side of me because I get drunk really easily.
Yeah. I don't know. I kind of want to get drunk. I do have a bit of vodka, but I really don't want to drink it.
Do you have anything to like mix it with or to chase?
I have milk.
No, don't do vodka and milk. That's a bad choice. Like it will curdle your stomach, and I'm literally getting fucking dizzy. Okay, time to hydrate with some water. Fuck me.
Yeah.
I actually was like, I was looking through chat, like Twitch, and trying to figure out how I can be most viewed. Well, large. But yeah, like I'm looking through that and I see lots of people have
Leighton.
full
Yeah.
webcam.
I'm going to bed. It's like 1 in the
Oh.
morning, and I forgot that I had to do something tomorrow.
Oh, we on the same time zone now?
Yeah.
we are.
Yeah.
So it's 1 a.m. Okay.
Yeah, fun times. All right, I'm gonna head. Catch you guys
Sweet
later. It's been
dreams.
fun.
Great talking to you and meeting you, Kai.
Absolutely. I'll see you next time.
See you later, mate.
Catch you later, guys.
Bye. But yeah, Fox just says, well, the large increase in the LGBTQ plus community is quite confusing. Yeah, it's like I fit a tiny little portion of that because I'm pansexual. I think the color flags of that. I don't even remember the color flag of that.
It's a
to be honest.
purple.
Yeah.
It's purples and.
See, you know it better than I
oranges.
do because, like, everything.
Oh, I read about it all the dang time.
Hyper. Okay, class, over. Can pay some attention now. Hyper, I'm getting drunk. And I'm probably getting too loud for Richard because he's probably going to come out at some stage and be like, be
Oi, shut the
quiet.
fuck up.
Be quiet. Stop having too much fun. But I'm like, I want fun. This is the first time I've had a drink in like 3 or 4 months. I don't drink often.
I mean,
Plus,
that's
I'm
better
on.
than me once in my life.
Mm, my doctor's like, I've just changed to a new doctor. He's like, how often do you drink? 12. 12 days? Every day? Like, you drink 12 times a day? No, 12 times a year. So, like, that's what it was like last year or something. Excuse me,
I don't
runny
know.
nose.
I only ever drink if like someone, if like a mate's over or something, and that was once
Mate.
with Kai. So
I don't have milk. Milk is bad.
hey, hold on. You
I
you
know
want
you
to
have your
turn
milk,
on
but as
Discord?
you grow older, you're not lactose intolerant, but your body starts trying to become lactose intolerant. Like
I
Yeah.
don't know. Milk's a pretty cool dude. I mean,
I
he's
like
pretty
milk,
chill.
but milk just no, it
Okay.
sends my gut into haywire.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
I'm trying to get
At the
like
end,
since I don't buy
you're
meat,
fine, Fox.
meat's just too expensive for me.
Chicken breast. Buy chicken breast by the kilo. Look for it when it's on special. It's like
Uh,
$9 a kilo, $8 a
or like
kilo.
yeah, legitimately I got like chicken schnitzel in my fridge, but like I'm trying to get like
Yeah.
as much protein as possible because I'm
Mm.
trying to get. I've been going to the gym as well, so I'm trying to
So
get.
that's why you're looking buffer than normal.
You've seen me once, haven't you?
No, you've come over twice.
Oh yeah. I mean, no,
You
there's
still look like
nothing.
a skinny bastard.
I'm a skinny motherfucker.
Yeah, you are. I live off milk. Okay, so you're what, 13? Wait for another 15 years, at least 15 years, your body's gonna start regretting that choice. So apparently, an easy way is make scrambled eggs. You crack an egg, however many eggs, and put some milk, mix it up, and put it in the microwave for 3 minutes, mix it again, and 1 more minute. I've never tried that. I'm not allowed in the kitchen. I'm definitely not allowed in the kitchen. Not to cook. I can reheat shit, but
Is that
I'm not allowed to cook.
is that an apt response, Stank?
Sorry.
Look in the Dwarven Discord.
Dwarven Discord. Which ones? I'm like, which arrow is
Whoa!
that?
Hey, you're back. That's me sleep schedule. Hey.
Also, one of the chickens may have escaped the pillar and is possibly born in the city.
Oh my gosh, 3 fairies. Oh, this is
That looks
great.
so good, Hyper. That looks so fucking good. I can't wait for Cap to
I was
see
talking
that.
about the tavern specifically, just so
Oh.
you know.
Oh,
I-
the tavern. Dank's a weird one.
Discord guys. What Discord you guys just Dank's weird one.
I'll chuck you on. You're pretty cool if you wanted to join.
Yeah, can we add Hyper? Because I can't figure out how to message people.
There
I'm
you are.
literally a bit too drunk to do this. I like drunk half of my drink and I'm like wondering why.
I am just. There you are. You should be able to see everything. Possibly.
Also, because like like you can kind of see in my webcam, you can see the shadow of my cat in a box. That's
Oh yeah.
creepy.
If you want to join, feel free.
You're more than welcome to join at Hyper. You're fucking cool. Because
I think he's turned off
Hyper has
because
joined a lot of Discords in the past week.
I don't think he wants to join because I immediately gave him the role come goblin.
What's wrong, Bear? Oh, come here, honey. And that's not your fish.
Join the
Bear,
thing
that's
in
not
the
your
Top
fish.
Island Discord.
So Bear has literally
Have to deal with them.
come out of our my bedroom, basically his bedroom, with one of my other cat's toys, crying. It's like, no, not your toy, not your toy, honey.
Wait, can Harper join? Like, I might have
Got
fucked
an email.
everything. I don't know.
Chicken breast, busted, so thin. Oh yeah, that actually sounds really good. But again, I'm not allowed to cook. I clean.
mean-
I'm the clean. I'm
Try-
on cleanup duty. Well, my roommate cooks because last time I went. Last time I went in there, it was bad. Ah, Bridget Rose Toes actually replied to my message. I sent her a thing about how she should enter mullet competition because she got a pretty sweet mullet happening, and she's been like all flushed about
Oh,
it. So I
hey.
said yes.
What up?
Yeah, I know what
Hello.
you meant. I know what you meant, Fox, about the panko crumbs
I get to hear another American accent.
instead of the Aussies breaking.
I gotta have an average of 300 ping to the voice.
Hey, you wanted to join?
Hang on.
I guess that's not actually that bad considering you're quite literally all the way across the world.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
server for me.
So the server's based in Sydney, so the person who should have the best
Me,
is I'm like
Chloe.
500 kilometers out from Sydney, so it's not too bad. But
'Cause
oh,
I'm
hang on,
technically
that would be about
closer.
250 miles, I think.
I have to cook and still clean. Jesus Christ, Fox, that sucks. You're so young and you know how to cook.
Hey,
I
is it?
cook.
You're
Is it?
talking
I
about
literally
food.
cook all my meals, by the way.
Yeah, I can't
Since
cook.
you're
I
talking
literally
about
can't
food.
cook. That's why I have this. I have pizza, delicious pizza.
Only time I don't cook is when I'm lazy.
Oh shit! Hang on. What?
I've been wanting to
That's
try
what I've. That.
baking pies.
Ooh.
Baking pies. Pies are difficult. Like
Wait, no.
in
Are you talking about your normal sweet pies or Australian meat pies?
Why would I be talking, or are you asking him?
No, I'm asking you
confused.
because you wanted to bake pies.
Why would I want to drink? Why would I do Australian meat pies?
Because meat pies are fucking epic. You need to try
But I'm
it.
American.
But still.
I
No,
immediately distracted myself
like
by trying to find out if I am exactly
fir-
across from the world.
that sounds like something you would do. Now the first pie I'm gonna try is an apple pie. I found a really nice recipe.
Mmm.
apple and cinnamon pies are really nice.
Yeah.
Mmm. Banoffee. Banoffee pie. Mmm. 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 Mmm.
So weird. The member list on the Discord just won't load for me. There's just a ton of gray circles on the right side of the Discord. Whatever.
Oh,
You know what
yum.
I'm still shocked about is the fact that my boss knows you.
That's fucking good, Fox. Like,
Somewhat inadvertently, but like.
how do I do the... Yeah, that. Yeah. That's
sorry,
fucking
that
good.
was on my mind. 'cause I
Fried
just thought it was
rice,
funny.
lasagna, shepherd's pie, and spaghetti bolognese. That I can cook. I can cook spaghetti bolognese.
Look at.
That's the only thing I'm allowed to make.
What do you
Sometimes.
mean? Like you're allowed to make
I can't cook. I'm not allowed in the kitchen unless I'm cleaning or like filling up the water bowls or getting like something to put in the microwave. I can't cook. I have
did you do?
restrictions. Nothing.
Are you restricting yourself, or is Richard doing that?
Richard's doing
blew up.
that.
Like, I
Blew
guess
up
he
the
doesn't
oven.
really want the whole kitchen just be spontaneously combusting. So
Well, considering my rent, I
It wouldn't be
don't think-
spontaneous.
Well, it will be because I don't pay attention to things, and that kind of what
Oh,
happens.
I want to make steamed buns.
Oh, panko crumbs. Oh, Richard makes the best honey chicken. It's so fucking good. We had it for dinner the other night. It was so good.
Yeah, the one time I was over, he made a really nice burger.
Yeah, he
Like,
like if he was younger, he'd probably try and be a chef. But starting right at his age is just not enough to live on for like our age
yeah.
bracket.
I made a
And
really
I
nice
spilled
burger
my
once.
alcohol.
It was just the bun.
Yeah, I'm kind of I can't really
Bun.
do anything in the game that I'm playing. In Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, whenever it rains, it means you cannot climb a single surface. No matter what, you can't do anything. And I'm trying to I'm trying to explore this new region of the map because I'm doing like this hardcore like no heals instant permadeath on master mode, and
Yeah.
I can't get anywhere. Like, so I'm sitting here for another like maybe 2 minutes waiting for the rain to go.
I'll be
Rain,
right back.
rain, go
Gonna
away.
switch off my laptop.
Well,
Bye
you're
bye, I guess.
what? Did he just say I've
Alright,
got to go with
everyone,
my
start
laptop?
insulting Hyper.
Fuck.
He said he'd be right back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
But yeah, I happy. Bridget went ooh to my thing. Yeah.
Is Bridget in your chat?
No, I wish. I sent her Twitter.
A Twitter.
A tw-
Okay.
I'm so old. A tweet. No, I sent her a private message on Twitter.
Bridget now has a whole Twitter.
I don't use Twitter. I think Twitter's just a cesspool.
It is. I mainly have it for like
Whoa.
contests, and then it's like if I need to like contact someone, like a streamer that doesn't have Discord open, like Discord DMs open.
Oh.
That's it.
Wow.
Because
My parents
I've been
are
interacting with streamers a lot, especially since I'm a staff member on a server that a lot of streamers are.
Yeah,
sponsored by.
you can do me. I am now a streamer because I have built a community.
Yeah,
I
good
have a
job.
Twitter account. I haven't checked in
Good
years.
luck. You can talk to Caius about that. That's not my job. You can play on there. You're welcome to, but because you're being sponsored.
I
That's not
feel
my
you,
job.
folks. I kind of was like that when I was younger, but not to that extent. I did. Actually, I had it pretty easy, but from a young age, I had severe mental health issues.
I should probably take this heart that has my dead name on it down, so I have to look at it.
Oh god, I look so bad on the camera. I just looked over to my stream. I look drunk.
No, you're not that bad.
My hair's actually growing though, so I'm actually
No
kind of happy
comment.
about that. Like, it's slowly growing longer. Like, it used to be really short, now it's like slightly short.
Dang, I've been growing mine out for like 4 years now.
But yeah, I've now started like going for beanies.
Beanie.
I've only grown like my beard out, and that's the only hair I've sort of grown out.
Ew.
Yeah.
What,
Actually,
you don't like beards?
he looks.
I hate facial hair so
Yeah.
much.
But Hank actually looks good with his facial hair. It gives him a bit of age instead
People
of being
look
like
fine with it. It's just like
personal preference.
it's gross to me.
Yeah, that's fine. Like, I find like facial tattoos is horrific.
I'm gonna get a
Right.
head tattoo, back of the head tattoo at some stage.
Back of the head's back. But another thing that I hate is like just picturing the needle going into your face. Like, I can't think of anything worse.
Oh, I'm planning. I shouldn't talk with my mouth full, but I'm gonna get my eyeliner. I want to get eyeliner tattoo because I'm shit at doing it.
I mean, I will say I don't think I haven't worn makeup ever, and I'm not planning to. So.
Yeah, you're on the cis hat.
And if we
Hyper
go
is, as far as I'm aware too, so I guess there's 2 of them in here now.
but before there was another guy in here you probably know,
I called
Kai.
you stupid. Never.
Kai
Oh,
would
yeah,
have
no.
worn makeup.
Yeah, he would have worn makeup. But all of those guys were bullying me for being a straight male.
Woo! I got a follower on TikTok.
Hey, nice.
Someone follow me on TikTok. Yeah.
Hi. Hey, Mistress, I'll follow you on
Makeup's
TikTok
great.
when I get it. Or if I get it, rather.
I will never get it, so don't count on it.
Oh my god, the TikTok of Captain Sparkles flossing was fucking hilarious.
Oh, I cannot think of anything more disgusting than that sentence you just said.
It's probably a false statement. I'm pretty sure you can think of at least one thing.
Hey, we had that discussion earlier.
Mm-hmm. Hold on. I think you guys know Weast, right?
Who?
Weast? No, okay, so he's a YouTuber. He basically put on like this
Oh, Wisp.
Wheat,
WISP?
West, but with
No.
2 E's.
Nah, never heard of him.
Nope, no idea.
Alright,
Where's
but
the
he
clip?
basic. Oh shit.
Yeah, fuck math. English you kind of have to know. Science, meh. But yeah, well done on getting an A in Japanese. And design and technology, I don't know. I didn't do those.
Design and technology is basically like.
Oh, isn't that like home ec? Home economics? Like, where you cook and have to learn how to sew? Isn't that?
No.
I did D&T.
I don't
I
ever.
didn't do well in it, but I still did D&T.
I don't ever
I took
remember.
Introduction to Engineering, Design, and
To be honest, I've got no
Principles
idea.
of
I don't even
Engineering.
remember being 13. It's so long ago. And you need to sleep. It's fucking 1 in the morning. You got school tomorrow. Fox, go to sleep.
Would advise it. Don't mess up your sleep schedule. You'll quite
Buen
literally never fix it.
trabajo.
Mind you, back in
Aprender
high school,
un
I
otro
was around
idioma.
that age. And I
Es
didn't
muy
sleep.
difícil.
Ec into learning sketch thing. Yeah, home
I
ec.
mean, I got an excuse. I'm on night shift, so I'm allowed to stay up late.
And
Also,
the Americans are just in mourning.
Is that a cheap knockoff of Nightcrawler?
Hmm?
Is
What,
that a
Night
cheap
Shift?
knockoff of Nightcrawler?
Oh god.
Wait, Crash broke on the server again? Awesome.
Yeah, it did.
Wait, what happened?
Goat was like breaking the casino, and then Crash just stopped working.
They implemented gambling, and
Oh god.
it's been problematic.
Have you been gambling?
I have not. I'm just
wow.
saying they.
Okay.
I
When you're
used,
it's
on
had
the
its
server,
troubles.
though.
I used to have
Yeah,
to
no.
get up
Goat
at like
determined
6
that
o'clock.
the rate that it lands on black versus red is 60 for black and 40 for red.
What, just on the server?
Messed up. How did they mess those odds that much?
I don't know. I think, like I said, I think it's because the green doesn't work. So it's
Really?
just like saying
Really?
that
The
the green
green
is another
doesn't work?
black.
That's weird.
No, I was about to say no. The green probably does work. It's just not actually recognizing it as green.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
what's
what
going
I'm
on
saying, is it's recognizing it
yeah.
as black instead of green.
Yeah, that makes sense.
This is on the server I work for, if you
Oh.
couldn't tell. Yeah.
I thought you were talking about the CS server.
No,
No.
they would never implement gambling.
I mean, people built casinos, but it's
I mean,
fucking like
yeah,
this.
I'm saying people would, but they wouldn't. Actually.
Yeah. But yeah,
I have to finish my floating island.
Doo-doo.
Oh.
Has your
Of course I would love to see your art, but I don't know how you can show me, folks, your art, but go to sleep, catch another one of my streams at some stage, and hopefully I'm going to be making a Discord so you can show me your art at some stage, okay? Or like, I do have Instagram and Twitter, so you're more than welcome to tag me or DM me on those with your art, okay?
Oh yeah, by the way, Hyper, everyone started treating me like I was being a jerk when I got frustrated with Alchemist. So
Also,
now I
Hyper's
gotta deal
playing
with
on the
that.
server with you, like the same server.
What?
Huh?
Hyper wasn't paying attention.
I don't pay attention a lot. It happens.
You mean it doesn't happen?
Ha!
Yeah, sure.
Hyper is in fact playing on Space Delta right now, as far as I can tell.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not on.
I'm suffering.
Oh, wait, I want lanterns.
Thank you, folks, for
I have
following me.
today is my last day off that I've scheduled, so I'm just gonna enjoy it. I can just extend it, but I probably shouldn't do that.
Good boy, Bear. Having some water.
It was a little stressful.
I have finished my drink, so I've had at least 3 shots of vodka.
What, in the span of nearly 2 hours?
Yes.
I mean, that's not really that bad, because
But I have half the stomach space of a normal person.
Fair enough.
And that
My
probably is
parents
worse.
don't let me have those. I only have TikTok because all my family has it. So I'll tell next time. Sweet dreams, Fox. Thank you for this. And like seriously, yeah, just any of those. Just tell me I'm Fox from your stream, and I'll respond. Okay. Have a good night and sweet dreams, and have a good day at school today. Oh, I feel warm and fuzzy.
That makes
That's
sense.
generally what alcohol does to you.
No, this is ooh.
Very informative.
Wait, I have 6 of those cups that are from the free ones from Hungry Jazz. I have 1.
Yeah, my roommate stole like 20 of them.
What's wrong, Bear? You're crying.
By the way, Hyper, your island inspired alchemists apparently, and they're gonna build their temple on a floating island now. So
Do you want more water?
I don't know if that's better or worse.
I
Wait.
don't know either. I think it'll take up more room now,
Mm.
Also,
and will
but, like,
absolutely ruin my plans for the air temple. So
Oh,
the
jeez.
scale of the temple he wants to build, that's an insane amount of work
big.
to
It's
build
a
a floating
fourth of
island
the
that
island.
large.
He wants to build a temple that is literally the size of a fourth of the island.
The amount of the work to build a floating island that large is
Hang on,
quite
hang on.
literally more work than actually building that entire temple itself. It's
Oh,
probably more than
jeez.
double that work.
How big's the floating island?
It's supposed to be that large. Let's see. My block says that.
Would you like to join it and see?
Like what?
I would. I really can't be bothered booting up Minecraft now, so maybe
It's
later.
like 50 blocks by.
See you next time. Thanks, Fox.
It's like 50 by 100 or something for the temple, I think.
Yeah.
Seriously, not
that
your
makes
fish,
sense.
Bear.
And then the floating island is even
Not your
larger.
fish.
'cause Otherwise, that just looks weird. So
It was going to be smaller until I upgraded the size of the island to give myself more building room.
Oh, and that
And then they
inevitably,
just were like, "This is all mine now."
took up that room. Come here.
I was building on this side of the island first.
That's so fucking
There's literally
rude.
2 other open sides.
You know what? I should get on that server and actually just have fun.
Yeah. you
Look,
should.
But not tonight
Fun
because
server.
I'm drunk and I do stupid things when I'm drunk.
shocking.
Oh, shut up, Piper.
Hyper
Hey,
can
at
tell you
least
how
I'm not
fun
showing
fishing
my
is.
tits to stream. That's something.
True. The
Yeah,
only thing I've done on this
don't
server is
do
build
that.
Wrong
that.
website.
That's a
Don't-
downside. That's a downside because I could lose my channel over that.
Yes.
I don't want that because I'm so close. I'm like so close to becoming
what she said.
affiliate. Ha ha! Ha ha! Ha ha! Ha ha! I guess I should try and start trying to sober up.
But yeah, so basically, I want to.
Destroy this dude that keeps fucking.
Tell us.
Oh
everything.
yeah, they were even banned from the server for 2 weeks at one point because they broke
Oh.
server rule.
Jesus. Wait, who has guitar?
Who do
Who
you
else
think?
has a guitar? Who else has a guitar?
Is this
Is that a request? Is that a question? Is that a real
Oh
question?
yeah, Dank, you need. I want to hear more of you play music because I actually really enjoy you like playing. What's the string instrument you play?
Violin, cello,
Yeah, the cello.
the
The cello.
cello. Yeah.
I love hearing the cello.
I love
Actually-
hearing Jello too.
Mm.
We don't have jello. We don't. We have jelly.
What's jello?
Yeah. Like
Are
jelly?
you telling me Jello doesn't exist in Australia?
No, we call it jelly, and what you call jelly is our jam.
Jam is different than jelly, though.
No.
No,
What's-
it is a different. If it jiggles, it's jelly. If it like that's the rule. If it jiggles, it's jelly. If it doesn't, it's jam.
Jelly either has agar or
Gelatin.
gelatin. Yeah. I was gonna say ground bone meal, but I'm like, no, that's not the right word. What is the right word?
I mean, if you're gonna call gelatin bone meal, you clearly are drunk.
Hey, I remember what agar
Gelatin,
is.
skeleton, bone meal. I see the progression.
See, like I was literally, playing stuff. Oh, kitty! I'm like, I don't
Maybe
know.
that's
I
why I
keep,
don't finish
I
the
keep
build ever.
moving.
I want to yell, but I don't want to disturb my roommates, so I'm gonna just
Are
ignore
they
it.
have they got work tomorrow?
Yeah, they do. They get up at 6 when I'm
Mm.
probably going to be going to bed at
Books.
10 because I'm doing night shift. I've only
Oh,
been
God.
awake for.
How do I
I
see
work-
my inbox? How do I see inbox? I don't know
Good
how
question.
I don't know how TikTok works. I have to get Richard to help me
Yeah.
figure out how inbox works on a fucking TikTok. I don't know. He manages my TikTok because I got no idea what to do.
You're a boomer.
Yeah, mind you, he's older than me, so I don't understand. There is a mistake in the name. It says Mistress instead of Mr. Dude, I'm not a Mister. I'm a Mistress. And how about you come over to my place and I'll prove I'm a mistress. Fucking whip that ass until it's all red and bruised.
I'm gonna take you up on that offer, but no thanks, I'm a real friend.
Yeah, I was just about to say, if you were
I have
single
a
still, you'd probably
prearranged
take it off.
arrangement with my mistress. I'm good.
We're clearly making our American viewers a little uncomfortable.
Don't worry,
Clearly.
I'm already sobering up, so it's fine.
I don't know about that one.
Don't she have a husband? Like, wouldn't that?
Man, I am very happy I didn't completely slice my hand open the other day.
That is
Yeah,
why.
that is generally a good thing.
Yeah, that is.
I'm not.
That
like,
fucking hurts. Okay,
I
the
told
worst pain.
Dank and
Oh yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
I told Dank and Mistress. I was grabbing my mouse and a knife, a spring-loaded knife, just like popped open, and like the tip of it like cut open like the first layer, maybe 2 layers of skin.
BRB.
No
Huh.
blood or anything. It was not deep at all, but it like if I hadn't immediately retracted, it would have just sliced my hand open.
Yeah, only knife I've got is a belly song, and that's it. Which is technically illegal in Australia, so if there's any authorities listening, I don't have a belly song knife.
I have a sword, so which I have cut my finger open with.
Yeah, the thing is it came with like as a training one, which I bought, which then I went and removed that blade and then sort of made my own blade with just a
I'm
lot
back.
of rasps and files, which I would.
Welcome back. I think we're talking about weapons now, so
Oh,
How would you
Yeah.
be doing that? That's probably not a good idea.
Oh,
Yeah, What we're
Okay.
saying, what we're saying is, I do have a belly salt knife that I sort of made myself. But if there's any authorities listening, then I don't have one.
Well, I have a sag knife. I have a couple of sag knives. I think that's what they're called. They're like,
Sag.
I have a
like the
really cool
combat
weapon
knives.
called a stick.
No, I legit have combat knives.
Right.
I have 3 knives.
Like I said, I have a stick.
I reckon all the boys have one knife on them at all time. That can penetrate only 50%. Actually, no, it can penetrate
Where's
anyone.
that one? 1 sec.
I facepalm so hard to that. Facepalm so hard.
I also did it just instinctually.
Yeah. Oh, I'm getting tired because the alcohol's now making. Okay, the thing that happens
I'm
when
tired
I
because
drink.
I've been awake for like 15 hours.
Yeah, I was gonna say you've been awake for like nearly 24 hours or so.
No, not 24.
I've been
Okay.
awake for like only 8, I guess.
I
Well,
woke up to my
technically,
brother wanting toast at like 4 in the afternoon yesterday.
I have been awake nearly 12 hours. I woke up at 2. Get down, Chloe. Chloe, get down.
Get up.
down.
Been up for
Get
an
up.
hour and a half.
Up.
Chloe, fucking hell, BRB.
You get sleep hyper? That's a possibility?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Now, if you ask what time I went to sleep, that's a different story. It was sometime after 3 a.m. That's all I know.
That sounds about right.
Okay, I'm back.
Was I getting any work done after 1 a.m.? No.
Ugh.
Fair enough.
What server are you on?
I
Hunter?
am. SpaceDelta.net.
Oh, the space don't. Can't even speak.
Fishing because I don't feel like working on my island.
I know the IP because I should know the IP of the server I work
Yes.
You might need to put if just SpaceDelta.net doesn't work, then play.spacedelta.net should. I don't know. I know you need to do that for some
Are
reason.
you online?
So he is. I would need. I mean, I can get on real quick.
False Symmetry's on right now.
There we go. I logged
Dang.
on, but that's fine. I can play it at some
Hermitcraft
stage.
player.
I was about to say, I was really surprised to see that you guys actually got False Symmetry to record. I was like, oh.
We have Jerome ASF, alright?
Oh, you
I
have
wasn't
Jerome
surprised. He's
playing?
done stuff like this before.
Yeah.
False
Wow.
Symmetry's like never done
Oh yeah, False is a
Skyblockers right now.
Hermitcraft player, so it's kind of
That's
like...
what.
Wait, is
That's
he
what
still playing
surprised me.
Hermitcraft?
What?
She.
Sorry. Are they still
Yeah.
playing Hermitcraft?
Yep.
Because I started watching Iskal streams. I like Iskal.
Man, I'm gonna hop on and all the staff's gonna be like, hey! I'm gonna be like, I'm getting up.
Oh, don't worry. I logged on 1 second and got off another. So.
Oh, I got on to invite you to the island. Get back here.
Oh, fucking hell. Okay, fine. Just won't be on stream because.
Yeah.
You know how to transition to that?
Why is Slopstool's name black? Why did they do that?
No. Why
So
did
hard
what
to
again? They down?
Why are horses in Breath of the Wild so stupid?
There we
Like,
go.
they will not stay on the path.
I
That's
am
meant to be.
connected to lobby 3.
There you go.
I got nothing.
Invited Noel to the island.
Type slash is accept.
IS X. I can't even spell accept.
She's
My
are you
brain
still
accept.
actual lobby.
EPT.
EPT. EPT?
Yeah.
Nope. Okay.
Yeah,
/IS
Space.
space
ACCEPT.
A.
Mistress, you need to click. You need to actually join Skyblock.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
How do I do that?
Right
Skyblock.
click the compass.
Right click the compass or click on the person.
IS accept. Island invalid. Island accept all player name.
I revoked the invitation.
Oh,
sent it
fucking
again.
rude. Invited you
I
to their
was trying
island.
to send it to you again, and it's the same command to revoke it as it is to send
Okay,
it.
I did. What do I have to do? Invited you to their island. Okay, IS accept.
Oh, you have to type the name. That's right. After
Devastator.
the accept.
Okay.
But you had to type IS.
There we go.
There you go.
Noel has
Hmm?
joined the
IS.
It said the same thing when you joined, and when the last 10 people
Whee!
joined.
Awful.
Welcome to Nerd Kingdom. Great to have you here. Okay, at least I can stream this tomorrow. This should be good. Unless
Alright.
we can do something else. Okay, I'm getting off because I think I'm gonna end my stream because
Okay.
it's nearly 2 a.m. I'm drunk
Yeah.
and I haven't taken my nighttime meds, so I'm not gonna get to sleep till at least
Fair
4
enough.
a.m. again.
Well, that's reasonable.
Yeah, I have really fucked up sleep.
Look, as long as it's not as fucked up as mine.
Well, I've got to wake up. Well, I get to sleep at just around 3:30, 4 o'clock. Then I've got to wake 5 o'clock to make sure Richard is up for work. So, fun times.
Dude, Hyper, this is such a small house.
Well, I'm gonna say goodnight to you guys. Then I'm gonna
What?
sign off to
Good night.
stream.
Alright. Well,
Okay.
good night then.
Thank you for talking with me and dealing with my crap. It's
Mhm.
been really fun, and we have to do this again soon.
Yeah.
Okay. Whenever
Viper
you
has
guys
to wake up
sleep,
after.
sweet dreams. Have a good day at school and enjoy.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. Okay. So now it's just me and you guys. So I'm gonna head off for tonight, day, or whatever time it is for you. Thank you so much for joining me here by following the button or subscribing down below, because I don't know if you might be on my YouTube channel, but come subscribe to me there. Follow me here on Twitch. Follow me or on Instagram, TikTok, and or Twitter. You can find all the links below. The Twitch and in YouTube if you cannot find them. Thank you and have a great day, night, or just whatever time of day it is. And I guess I should say goodbye. Bye!